Hi everyone, welcome back to Disco Elysium. So in the last episode, a bit of a contrasting kind of tone of the last episode. We had an interaction with the pigs, or the Auntie Dupart, Auntie Dupart, I think, or something along those lines, a French surname. Yeah, she'd kind of lost her marbles a little bit, I guess, maybe dementia. So it was a bit kind of sad interacting with her because reality kind of crumbled around herself for her, but thankfully Titus and the Hardy Boys said that they'd take care of her in a friendly sort of way, which is, I don't know, I've kind of gotten a little bit more respect for the Hardy Boys as the game has gone on. They seem a lot less like thugs and just more like a result of the police or the RCM even having a very minimal presence here. So it's just more of a necessity for them to be around. Then we had a kind of, not really a date with Sona, but more, I don't know, just a nice evening, a nice walk, a nice chat as the sun was setting, I guess. It was probably a bit later than that, but that's what was implied. So all we've got really left to do now is go to bed. So we're going to be sleeping in our new lodgings in the fish market because we don't even have enough money to stay at the hostel anyway. So in terms of what we've got to do, guys, I can't find the armor. I can't find this other pry bar to get into the ice cream machine. I can't find where the shots come from. I can't progress this quest because I think we need Sona and we've kind of locked ourselves out of her quest. This will unlock when it wants. So it's either one or two things. I can't, like, the armor piece might be inside the ice cream maker, so I can't really get in because I haven't found the advanced pry bar or whatever it's called. Oh god, we've got so many ultra liberal scores now. That's bad. Yeah, that's really bad. Oh no. It's pretty even across the board though, right? I'm like moralib fashionist. Like, I've got a mix. So I think I think after we spend the night, after we rest up, I think I'm just going to go straight to Ruby, because I don't know where all this stuff is. Oh, the murder weapon. I feel like some of this might progress after we go and see her, because it feels like we've got this whole other location up here. So things might progress once we get there. There might be a lot more game left once we hit the end game. I'm not sure what to do with the body currently, but what are you still doing?
It's getting late, and
yeah,
it's raining. Time.
Yes, it is. I'm not sure if we should send the body off just yet. I feel like we need to have all the evidence possible. I just hope we don't get locked out of that. Got a nice cup of coffee. We're clean shaven. We've not got the fake happy expression on our face, which I think is a bit rubbish now, but nevertheless.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
It looks better than the bed in the whirling, right? I don't know whether we should probably have the gun equipped when we go. Hey, where's our ledger gun? Oh, it's there. Sorry.
The bed is comforting.
Let's go to sleep.
The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
We need the heels.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Into its dark shore. Great. This is going to be really chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
Not murdered anyone. I think I've helped and saved some people, yeah.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
I mean, how many people was it said that we've killed in our career? 4? As like a detective? I don't care, that doesn't scare me. Okay, so I'm a murderer and that's bad. That doesn't scare me, I guess. 'Cause they were justified, I suppose. I don't care, that doesn't scare me.
Hear that? You are naive to think he's afraid of his bloodied hands. Soul brother. Oh no. I see inside his amygdala and his hippocampus. The thing he's really scared of
Nora.
is much, much worse than that.
Oh wait, it's Dora, isn't it? I think it's Dora. Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark. What is it? What's worse?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
Yeah, I mean, death, the last dream, right? The deep dark, the final journey.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
And the air will smell of apricots. Her face forms in the summertime. Or I don't want to anymore. I don't want to think either of those things. And the air will smell of apricots.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it's going to be okay. In Ancient Sadness, of Hell and Ancient Sadness.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Wonder how different these thoughts are depending on where you sleep, you know, because we can sleep in that, under that boat outside, right, as well. Alright, Kimmy. We're gonna go get Ruby. We've only got 1 health heal, man. That is really dangerous. Right, we don't need the torch for now. The alcohol might be an idea, right? I'm unsure whether we should carry this into this meeting. I'll put the torch back on later.
An old mirror hangs on the wall.
Oh, I thought we might get another check. Alright, Kimmy. We've got a rough day ahead of us. Where could we buy stuff that heals? Could we buy some stuff from Freet? I could just do with a couple more just in case. Here there, Kimbo Slice. Alright. Yeah, let's just go and do that quickly then. Let's just go to Frit and see if we can buy some healing items. What, Nosafed is it that heals? I think that would be useful. Just because if this is some sort of confrontation, right, with Ruby, we might take some damage. I don't think there's really any other white checks that we should be trying. Let's just see if any of them have reopened. We don't need to do the barred door. I can't remember what that is, because it's pain threshold. I don't know. Is he only there in the morning? We've retried that. That's popped up again. We're never going to hit that. We need double sixes for that. You guys are still here. Alright. Maybe we should talk to the Crenell guy again. I don't think he's going to have anything extra to say, but you never know. Right, do you sell drugs, right? Up here.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrap.
Okay, that's not what I meant.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Zaum Pharmaceutics logo.
Ooh. Hypnogamma +3. Well, let's pick up
Okay, here. Okay, here.
2 of
I
them.
hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Let's take
Okay,
one
here.
more.
I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Who's that?
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company.
Oh,
Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
alright, stop talking now. Jesus. Something about that kind of like teenager sarcasm that just is so grating. If you know what I mean? That's just so, yeah, so over the top. It's just not even sarcasm anymore. Saint Baptiste.
To work!
Alright, never mind. Saint Baptiste, you know, everyone knows that. You don't know. It's the one that you definitely know. I know it. You know it. Why do I need to tell you? That wasn't a good example, but that really blunt kind of sarcasm. Alright. Off we go. Let's go and see Ruby then, Kimmy. Got our weird gloves and our skinny... what's that noise? What was that noise? Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? The phasmid.
The trap is full of poor things.
That sounded kind of really otherworldly. Don't think I've ever walked up those stairs. Alright, Rubes. Let's do it. I'm nervous, guys. I'm nervous. As long as we keep a cool head on our shoulders. Let's go. Probably going to need the torch. I don't know whether to have the gun out. I don't want to go in there with that immediately. Do you know what I mean? I don't think we really... Oh. You should take... Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I'm nearly like 50 hours in. I'm really pleased that the game wasn't like only 30 hours like How Long to Beat had said. An old pipe. Concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. Feels strange. Some extra cash. That should reimburse us for all those meds we just bought.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Says the shadowy figure by the machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways.
Oh. Failed. Oh, we're gonna take more damage. We're already covering our ears. Cover them.
No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones.
I really should have saved before I came in here.
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Help, Kim, help. My brain's on fire. Are you going to kill me too? What's happening to me? I don't like this. Should we really yell you're under arrest? Alright, you're under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
She turns the dial in her hand.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
I shouldn't have said that, dude. What's happening?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing is the ULAN frequency. Blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
I saw your equations. It's the ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
We'd be dead if we didn't pick up those healing items, right?
You should probably check on Kim. That's what good partners do.
Okay. Kimmy?
Right behind you, officer.
Eyes closed. The lieutenant's doubled over. He's still alive and breathing.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale.
Right.
Literally crunch the distance across it.
Pale latitude compressor.
Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
Do Americans say buoys? It's boys, right? People lose their minds in a few years.
Sounds like she knew someone who used to man one of those stations. But she won't tell you about her. Boy, you're one empathetic police officer to have guessed even that right now.
Okay.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
Please turn it off, I can't take it anymore. This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed. Have you experienced the compressor yourself? Will I stay like this forever? How did you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
She nods toward her torture device.
And she's proud of it too, as she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
She studies her death rate and the law officials trapped in it. Will you stay like this forever? Will we stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Nah, I'm used to that by now.
3, 4, 2, 4, 5, 5, 7, 8, 9.
Copyright claim.
Omettini pilves.
Sounded like Japanese. Have you experienced this yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
Comforting. What about Lely?
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
Please, can we just talk and turn it off?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
2, 3, 6, 1, 8, 9, 2, 8, 1.
Rosamond?
You're looking for a deal on mattress.
Enough of this.
Turn this.
The lieutenant clutches his head, grimacing.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain lessens.
The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader, not like a murder weapon.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't feel much better, but she can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
I had in bullets under the floorboards.
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
Isabel didn't rat you out, by the way.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
Are you preparing for the worst?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
She really looks like Sigourney Weaver, just with red hair. A little bit, right?
It was dark in the shack. The waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun. Then she cracked the barrel open and took the bullet out. Not today.
Did you shoot Lely?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you.
Huh.
Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
You're right, Clashy was the first to share her suspicions.
Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Yeah, your boys did, the Hardys.
My boys?
Yeah, the ones you poached from Titus and Titus himself. Ruby boys, formerly the Hardy boys. Okay, call them Hardy boys then.
Well, fuck. Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like...
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal. I open them up. I do it by asking questions and I have some for you. Honestly, I don't know how I do it. I just stumbled in here. Can you please explain this shit to me? I do it by asking questions and I've got some for you.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
She adjusts her grip on her gun. Wow, okay. Was Lely a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
You don't feel sympathy for mercs? It's hard work. There's nothing more personal than you had against him. Perhaps his way with women. Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
I hope you guys can hear this, because...
She didn't hate it, okay?
Yeah. Do you not feel any sympathy for mercenaries?
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do.
True. There's nothing more personal that you had against him? Perhaps his way with women?
You think I was envious of his conquests? Look, pussy's not a problem for me. And definitely not a reason to off someone.
See guys, us gingers, we're all just so misunderstood. Everyone wants to make fun of us. Drag our name through the mud. Anyway, I've got other questions.
I'm listening.
Have you got an alibi or anything?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
They were. 10 minutes they couldn't account for, though. They did say you left to take a really long leak, like 15 minutes. There was half an hour missing. Which one was it? I don't think it was half an hour. There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
Hold on, no one takes a 15-minute leak. Our investigation, Wince from the Pain, has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder. Yeah, but who takes... 15-minute leak doesn't have to be a leak, right? It could be...
Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar.
She speaketh truth.
Yeah. 15 minutes was just enough time to do the deed, though.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Look, there's a secret way from the first floor of the whirling to the roof.
Don't know it, but also...
She frowned, studying your face.
Evaluating your competence as a police officer.
The shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
The pain stops him from finishing the sentence. I mean, I guess I've not found the other bullet trace locations. Sorry, I don't know if I'm talking too loud because this noise is in my ear.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
You have got a gun.
And
Where'd you get it?
the gun store.
Which one?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
That doesn't sound like the name of a real place.
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
It's a front loader. Do you have a different type somewhere?
Sure don't.
A breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
What kind of gun is it?
A Nachtway 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
Very true.
That isn't it.
You collect old rifles as well, though.
No, they're not practical. Break too often.
There's other evidence, though.
Yeah, evidence.
Did you have a thing for Clashy? Probably not.
I considered her a good friend, yeah.
A girl like her. Is peeping one of your hobbies? Did you want to be more than friends?
Oh, so that's where you were going with this.
That's what she said.
That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts who didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip?
Okay.
The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Clausy was into me too for a time, I know it.
Okay.
We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Clausia only said they maybe kissed. Someone is lying here.
Wait. Clashy said you only kissed.
If that's what she wants on the record, so be it.
Yeah.
I'm not about to go into details for you to jerk off to later.
Seriously, just move on.
Alright, then what happened?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on.
I wish they could turn this noise down a little, just a little bit, you know?
I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
No ill will there. It wasn't a problem for her.
Clashy said you got very angry when she started seeing Lely and threatened her.
Yeah, one time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were.
That does sound fair enough. I mean, I've had friends in the past who just have the worst taste in men, right? Just proper arseholes, and it always like ends up upsetting for them. Or it did back then, not so much anymore.
I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
Yeah, that's true as well. You helped her by staging the lynching?
Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer.
You a girl like her. Were you spying on them?
I'm not following your clever insinuations, Detective.
It's just the hole in Clashy's wall is pretty suspicious.
Look, I'm not aware of any hole in Claudia's wall. And if I had been, I would have told her to get it sealed. That's what friends do.
Okay, so you've not been watching her?
Nope. Look, she has an effect on people. That je ne sais quoi that makes it impossible not to look at her when she walks into the room, and very difficult to look away. But travel enough and you realize...
Okay, I'm just trying to think who an actual suspect would be then, because it just sounds like it's not her at all, and I wasn't sold on it being her anyway, just because of the character profile we've got on her from, you know, from Isabel, from Tommy, from the Hardys. Not so much from Clashy, because we can't really believe anything that comes out of Clashy's mouth. It must be the bureaucrat, man. I feel like it must be him, because he was chilling out on the boardwalk. I mean, maybe that was the vantage point, I don't know.
For the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire,
Yeah.
she's not irreplaceable.
I've got other things.
Go ahead. It's your body.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This must be done.
You like to hang out on rooftops?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
Is that the only reason you went there?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Claudia.
What's so great about this antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's
Okay,
how I knew
okay.
to be prepared for your arrival.
Got you. Sounds like Japanese, I don't know though.
Come in.
So you're sure you didn't shoot the merc from the roof?
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before,
Yeah,
the shot
okay.
had to have come from afar.
Did you leave any flowers on Clash's roof?
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style.
They weren't just flowers, they symbols of revolution.
So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on.
Was that pity? For you? She sees you're grasping for straws here.
Was Clashy mourning?
I never did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die too.
Okay, so you didn't leave the Maybells.
No, I did not.
You're running drugs for the union. I've been through your lorry.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy.
No.
fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
She shakes her head slowly.
That really comes as a blow to her.
No, he didn't. I found my own way in.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
A bitter smile.
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
Not sure about saying this. We need to build up some sort of mutual trust, however slight. You had financial incentive to kill the merc.
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit I left in Jamrock, my previous employer for the union. Sorry, the lieutenant is unable to articulate his question. We got the wrong dialogue then.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
So that's what you think about us?
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
She responds, holding your gaze. Alright, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Oh. Nudged it during drug talks. Oh. I'm not up for doing this at all. Unless this means let her go then, right? Who killed the merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
But why did you run then? Why did you run?
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Clausia's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
It's just the thing is, why did she run? I know she's involved with the drug trade and she had her own issues that she's talked about, but yeah. Tell me your version of what happened on the Sunday.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
He struggles to finish the sentence.
Alright, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Was she high as well?
Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before.
But you knew something was wrong?
No, I really didn't.
Okay.
She's not that easy
That's
to
true.
read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
Clashy said you seemed to have a plan prepared when you got there. Clashy found it. Weird you came up with a plan so quickly. Yeah, prepared when you got there.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone.
You can see it. Her lips, though still white, don't seem to tremble as much anymore. She moves with focus and deliberation.
She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
Glacia knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
Yeah, it's bad that she'd be so remorseless or whatever, or calm about it.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she did it? Well, she's saying the shot didn't come from the roof.
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
We haven't heard anything about any kind of silencers and stuff in this world, in the kind of style of guns that have been used so far. I mean, the thing is, we know that Clashy is on the run from the moral intern, if she was telling the truth at least. And the only person from there is the bureaucrat, right?
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
The lieutenant forces himself to finish the sentence.
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
So this is what she was scared to tell Titus. This cop.
La Puta Madre, what do you mean?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Oh god. We work for the Madres. Oh, don't do that.
Oh, fucking me.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself.
Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise.
Man, we can't take another hit. Shit.
It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Tell me, what's my name? If you know that about me, you must know my name. Fuck yeah, I'm a La Puta Madre agent. You better let me go. Puta Madre, I've heard of La Puta Madre. He's dangerous, right? Yeah, tell me my name.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
Did someone mention a fucked up tie? I call bullshit! You're too crazy to be corrupt!
Man, I'm gonna die. We're gonna get another pain threshold at some point.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops.
Yeah,
all
I
the time.
guess. He's dangerous, right?
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
No, it was a real question.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
And what have you done to anger Madre anyway?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
you. She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat.
Do you know about the bunker next door?
What bunker?
The communist hideout back there.
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Her voice trails off into white noise in your head. It feels like an aneurysm approaching. Seriously?
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
Help!
Yeah, screaming isn't
Come
how
on.
all you feel is.
Fuck. Alright guys, I had to go all the way back to the start of the episode because that was where my last save point was. So I've gone and got a bunch more healing items because we won't get through without them. And what I'm going to do, we're just going to drink some booze because I think that will bump our health up to 3. How do we drink it? How do we drink it? Come on. What the hell? Okay, right, there we go. God. Right. I'm fine with the damage morale because our morale's quite high still. Right. Torch back on. Empathy buffs back on. Hello?
Sounds like you're a potential suicide cop, with his finger on the eject button, ready to let go of this life. Guess what?
What's that?
One bullet should do the trick. You have the gun, and you have the bullet. You've made such a big show out of it too. You feel like everyone basically expects you to do it now. What is this? You're not ready to die.
Yes.
This is garbage. It would be the honorable thing to do. It would really show them. Show her too.
Alright, let's have a think.
Oh yes. It would be so sweet to taste the barrel once more. That sour metal. Oh, but not yet. But stick with it. Keep going dark. And it'll finally click.
Right guys, so I've got the alcohol to work finally. So I'm going to go through all that again and I'll cut back to the point that where we left it. So I'll try and do all the same responses, but there's no guarantee I'll get all the same dice rolls. I'm not really going to change my outfit because I want to do it more or less the same as I had before. I know we've got the extra buff to our health now. Right, I'll see you there. Alright guys, I'm going to pick it up from here, from number 5.
I'm listening.
From number 5 here.
Yeah?
I didn't mean to click on that. My alcohol's worn off, but I've got 4 heals left with 2 health. We should be able to get through, I hope. I feel like some of these should affect our morale, but never mind. Like when we find out about Madre. So if you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
So this is what she was scared to tell Titus. This cop.
What do you mean?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Oh, fucking me.
Fucking hell. And why me? Here through the white noise.
So now he's thinking, why am I working with a bent cop, I guess?
It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Why? Who's everyone?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Yeah, my name.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
Did someone mention a fucked up tie? I call bullshit! You're too crazy to be corrupt!
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time.
He's dangerous then.
Is that a joke or a threat?
No, it's a real...
both.
It's a real question.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
And what did you do to Madre? Your competition, yeah?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition?
Is this where we died?
Now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat.
Do you know about the bunker?
What bunker?
The communist hideout.
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Her voice trails off into the white noise in your head. It feels like an aneurysm approaching.
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer.
Now, this is a big decision here, guys. What the hell do we do? Because she might shoot at us if we destroy the machine. It's at 83. Now, the fact that it says don't attempt to destroy the compressor, but the fact that it says I can't take it anymore, just go, makes it feel like we're going to let her go. Which, have we really got, excuse me, enough information? She has a gun pointed at us. I don't think it's a good idea to destroy the machine. She thinks that we work for Madre, so she surely thinks that we're going to be like dodgy. We might end up killing her. I really don't think destroying the machine is a good idea. But the bottom attempt just sounds like giving up. I wish number 8 would be a bit more detailed in what this entails. She's going to shoot one of us if we do this, though. Surely. Because it's a pain threshold check. What, so we've got to push through this pain to get close to the machine? She has a gun, man. I think that this is a really stupid idea to destroy the machine. What do we do, guys? Just because it's a red check doesn't mean we have to do it, right? She has a gun pointed at us, right? Like, what if she shoots us? What if she shoots Kimmy? I think it would be a more viable option if we hadn't learnt about the Madre stuff. Because we've learnt about the Madre stuff, she thinks that we're a crooked cop, so we're likely to just try and kill her, right? In her head, so she might feel the need to defend herself. I'm so sorry that we're having to talk about this with all this white noise, but whatever. I don't think we should attempt to destroy the compressor. I think it's stupid. She's got a gun. I don't want this to escalate, but I don't want to give up, which I'm worried that this is what this is going to be. And because this is the only check we've got, like, why couldn't we have like a suggestion check or an empathy check here to get her on side or something? I don't think that this is a good idea at all. I can't take it anymore, just go.
Glad to have been of assistance. Best of luck to you, officers. Revachol's a bitch.
The woman runs past you and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
I think she was prepared to defend us. Sorry, God.
All things considered, it could have gone worse.
Yeah, Kimmy, yeah, I don't think we should have destroyed the machine. Shouldn't we go after her?
No, I don't think she did it.
Yeah, me neither.
She's someone else's case now.
Yeah.
It's too late now, anyway. She's gone.
Sorry, I don't know why. My throat's closing up here. What now, Kimmy?
Now we have to come up with a really good excuse for why we walked right into a trap like that. This isn't going to look good in the report.
He looks around, then points further into the cavern.
Her tent. Maybe there's something in there.
Jesus. Right. Okay. Ruby's gone. Go to a tent. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I feel like things might have escalated if we would have broken the machine. Alright guys, I'm unsure how long this episode is because I'm going to have to edit bits out and the backtracking and stuff, so I'm going to leave the episode here. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think I did the right thing by letting it go? Would things have escalated if I would have tried to shut the machine off? Because it was a pain threshold check, that's what it felt like. But it might have been purely to do with the pain from the white noise and not to do with some sort of fight or something like that. But the fact that she had, like, it was like a sawn-off shotgun, wasn't it? Anyway, we'll pick it up from here next time. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave me a like if you did, and just remember, everybody, never trust an uncrate. See you back in the cavern.